Well, I just turned this on. I feel as though I feel very exposed right now. I do kind of like where this is set up though. I feel like I'm gonna get demonetized though because of this top. I'm not even monetized. No shot, I just said that. That's crazy. Well, I really like this top, but I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble or like not be able to post this shit. So anyway, here's me in this top for a brief second and now. All right, hi guys. So here is what we are going to be talking about today. I like this. Peep the Legend of Zelda. Breath of the Wild. This is cute with the like fireplace. I actually don't really know. I have had so many ideas for what I wanted to do with this series, and I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know what I wanted to talk about today. I feel like a good segue, because it's a new year, into the vulnerability series, is me actually getting vulnerable.
No shit.
I think that's a good idea. So maybe today we will talk about guilt and shame. Yay! Everyone's favorite thing to talk about ever, right? Like, it's so much fun. Okay, so basically, where to start? It's gonna be a really fun game of me just like trying to figure out where I want the camera to this entire time.
I always like to include my bullshittery at the beginning of the video just to show you guys like how I just cannot sit still and like figure out how I want to do it. It's just fun. Also, you guys get to just see me look around like a crazy. I just did it. I look around so much throughout the video and it's bothering me. So enjoy that.
I don't know. Should I get some mood lighting going so, you know, we can like make out? Let's see how it looks. Like it.
I'm already done editing the cuss words out. Peace.
Oh, this is fucking good. Oh, you so want to kiss me right now, don't you? I know. Ignore the ad in the background. Hey, no, don't worry about that. No. It's just, yeah, no, it's, yeah, so do you want to, like, fuck or something? I could reenact how men go, the ad! God. I could reenact how men go in for the kiss. They're just like, I had a really good time tonight. Anyway, I might cut that out.
Nope, not cutting it out.
But we'll see.
You have to live with it.
So, let's talk about guilt and shame. Won't that be fun? I think so too. Okay, so, basically, I don't know how to start this because this is a conversation that's the ads.
Me putting off talking about it is...
I mean, I try to put on some fucking... I'm sorry I'm getting distracted. I'll talk about the shitty stuff in a second, but I'm just like, okay, seriously? I try to put on a really cute ambiance, and it doesn't... It's all wrong, first of all. It's just not good. I might just turn it off. Okay. Something that you should probably know about me, because we're going to be getting to know each other pretty great, we already kind of have, is I carry so much, and this is something that I'm trying to work through, and the reason I want to talk about it is, again, I think that it could be beneficial for other people out there. I have so much shame about who I used to be as a person, and I am so hard on myself, and I still have a lot of things about me that I feel just awful about, like, that just, like, eat me up inside. And honestly, it's been, like, this year, or I guess 2023 is when it really started to, like, I started to finally let go of things that just, like, ate me up just past mistakes, and just a little backstory for everybody. I also, when I talk about this, I am in no way throwing anybody under the bus except for myself here. I will never, ever, 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 ever use names of people. I will never, ever, ever expose anybody. I will never, because, like, that's just a shitty thing to do, and I honestly still think quite highly of the people. Even if it was a weird time, I also had a lot of good times, too. This is not making sense. But moral of the story is, I don't know. Just, I don't want to, like, throw anyone under the bus, is what I'm getting at, I guess. So, yeah, just, keep that in mind, I guess. Also, every time I, like, edit these back, I see how much I, like, play with my hair, and it's fucking absurd, but whatever.
Yeah. The hair is brutal.
I grew up in a very religious area, in the world, in this country. I'm American, by the way, if you couldn't tell. And it's not, I don't have a problem with religion in any way, shape, or form at all. Don't get it twisted. It's just sometimes that religion, even when you're not a part of it, even just being surrounded by it, it can cause a lot of internal guilt and a lot of internal shame, just about things that are normal, but they just make you feel like they're not very normal. You know what I mean? So I hung out with pretty much all, like, my extended family's all very religious. My little family's not. I don't know why I'm beating around the bush. Mormon. I'm gonna say it. My whole extended family is Mormon. If any of y'all find this, what's up? Y'all know who you are. You like to tattletale on me. I hope they find this one day. I think that'd be funny. And so I grew up around Mormons, and that was fine. That was totally cool. It was fine. I was, like, the most innocent non-Mormon ever. I was the most Mormon non-Mormon ever. Like, guys, I didn't get my first kiss. I can't believe we're already getting into this. I didn't get my first kiss until I was 16. I smoked fucking weed before I ever kissed a boy, but we'll get into that later. So, I also, this is another video topic that I'll have to go on about, but I'll just briefly mention it here. I was an ugly motherfucker, okay? I was not cute. I did not pull bitches. I didn't have any riz, alright? I just did not pull the hose, okay?
Okay, when I say ugly, ugly by, like, societal standpoints, we are all beautiful in our own way, okay? Don't come for my neck. I was ugly as fuck.
The hose wanted nothing to do with me at the time. It changed, obviously. No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, I was like, everyone's like, oh, my awkward phase. I'm like, I don't want to hear it. My awkward phase lasted 10 years. I shit you not. I was just not cool. So, I didn't have any attention, male attention at all growing up until I hit, like, a certain age. Keep that in mind. And, bitches that grew up ugly will know. They will know. They will understand. They will understand what I'm talking about here. Growing up ugly. Ugly. It's a head fuck for sure, but I think that's another topic, and just a lot of, like, insecurities, body issues. Like, again, another video for another time. I mean, shit, I might have to, like, take shots talking in that video, because, like, that's just not a fun one to talk about. I honestly think one of these videos I should just get drunk and film. I think that there's an idea. I drink wine and we talk. That was funny as fuck. I'm so doing that.
I'm actually not going to do this, probably. Well, we'll see, but please drink responsibly.
All the way up until, like, my junior year of high school, I was very, very innocent. Like, very innocent. Like I said, didn't even kiss a boy. Boys, I was, like, even being, like, friends with them was like, I'm debating on how much I want to say about myself this early on. I don't know. I did say I'd get vulnerable, so whatever. But I do, yeah.
Like I said, I'm just being very brief. I'll go into other videos about, I want to do a video about body image issues and diet culture and food and everything in between and being a teenage girl, because I think that would be really beneficial for me to talk about and for everyone else, because I know we're all fucked in the head. And even guys, like, this is not just exclusive, like, just everything in our society. I want to do a video really badly about critical thinking. I think that is so important. There's so many videos I want to do. Insecurities And yeah, I want to do one of just talking about life, mental health. I want to do one about. I think that's a huge one. Just like yeah, those ones are gonna be really raw topics. So this one is too, honestly, but those ones are gonna be. Whew.
This video is gonna be so fucking long. Damn it.
No shit.
I'm gonna try to wrap it up in like 10 to 15 minutes. We'll see how that goes. Innocent, innocent, innocent. That's what I'm telling you. And then I got my first job at Dutch Bros. Lord. If any of you Dutch homies find this, what's up, bitches? You know. You know all the shit, okay? You know that I was crazy. Crazy. Like, people talk about, like, oh, I was so crazy in high school. I'm like, no. No. Because the shit that I did in high school was, like, next level, jaw-dropping, oh my god, she's insane, what the fuck, like, that, like, stuff that I very, like, people know about, and I really do pray to God that they never tell, because it's stuff that I want to take to the grave with me. That kind of god-awful shit, a lot of it was my fault, a lot of it wasn't, I would say. I'm never gonna blame the whole thing on anyone else, like, it was me. I will take the credit for a lot of it. It was just, like, I got the job and I started hanging out with new people, and these people weren't Mormon, and they're great, you know? Like, like I said, I don't want to ever say anything negative, although it was like I started experimenting with things, with drinking, with weed, with, you know, partying a little bit, and, I was young. I was like 16 at the time when I started doing all this stuff. Like, and it seems old, and I know a lot of people start younger, but to me, like, that's young. And I got a lot of shit from my other Mormon friends. Like, I don't know. And I was just, teenagers are hard. Like, you're figuring yourself out. You're going through weird changes. Your body's weird. Nothing is constant. School sucks. I say this, and I actually really loved high school, and like I loved my school years, but it's like not an easy time, and like my mental health was garbage. Garbage. Like, it was so bad. It was so bad. Like, so bad to the point, again, that's another video. I don't really want to get into that type of dark shit yet. But just, it was really bad. And like, I was just, you know, you start using substances to cope. That's just how it is. It was bad. I don't know. And then, oh my God, every single weekend getting obliterated drunk in situations that I was put, because I was friends with older people too at the time. I was put in the most awful situations ever, and then I'd, like, with older people, and I would lie about my age all the time, and it would just get me in trouble over and over and over again. It's like crazy. You lie about your age, and shit goes wrong, and you get really fucked up. Wow, that's crazy. How could that ever... I wonder...
No shit.
My point is, believe me when I tell you I was not a good person. I was not. Not to anyone. I never bullied anyone or did anything like that. Like, it wasn't like, oh, she's such a horrible, horrible, horrible human. I just did so many things that put my life in jeopardy, and honestly put other people's life in jeopardy too. And I want to be totally transparent when I say that, because that's not an easy thing for me to say. And also, in high school, I was very gossipy. I talked a lot of shit on people, just like a normal high school girl would. But like, again, I really just want to be open about that, because I don't know how else to tell you how awful I feel about it. I get sick to my stomach thinking about the shit that I used to do and the shit that I used to say. It haunts me to this day, because that is not the type of person I am. That is not the type of person I ever wanted to be. It's not the type of person I am anymore. I don't even know her. I swear. You don't have to believe me, I understand, but when people say the term people can change, I am such a firm believer in that, because I am a prime example myself. I am not the person I used to be. And like I said, I think about it and I just feel horrible. Like, I feel like I could cry just talking about it. That's how awful I feel. I don't want to give any, like, here's the thing. Also, I mean, take the good with the bad. I have a lot of great memories and a lot of funny moments and like a lot of funny stories that I could share, obviously. from it all, but with all of that stuff, I also, like, with the funny stories, with the, like, oh, crazy times, whoa, the other side of that people don't always share is the incredible trauma, incredible head fuckery, incredible, like, substance abuse, incredible, like, I'm just gonna say it, drunk driving. I don't do that anymore. I just don't, like, it just completely reckless, doing things that could actually, like, getting put in situations that I'm still working through, like, genuinely, like, weird sexual things happening with substances, like, things that are such head fucks. No one talks about that part. They glamorize, like, the party life and all that type shit, and then no one shows the side effects that I still experience, because I think about it and I'm like, what the, it hurts so bad. Sorry, one sec, my mom's calling me. She really had to know about that tortellini that we're cooking for dinner. Also, on top of all of that, why I was doing all these crazy things, instead of people being really concerned about me, which I understand, you know, like, from another person's standpoint, they see me doing all these things, and, you know, I guess it just bothers me in the fact because they looked at me, this girl that was being so reckless and so careless and doing very not great things. Again, like, they don't even know the half of it. There's only very few people that do know the half of it, and those people, ooh, we have sworn on our grave that we don't tell people about that. Like, we're not really friends anymore, but we know that goes to the grave. Like, everything we used to do, it goes to the grave. Although, I do have so many funny stories from it. People, you know, my very, very Mormon people in my life, they looked at me, and instead of, like, being like, why is she doing this, though? Like, is she okay? Maybe we should talk to her and, like, try to help her through this. They looked at me, and they just ripped me to shreds. Like, they were just so judgmental, so awful, and just, like, and they're not awful people, I'm not saying that, but they did and said a lot of awful things. Like, there was a rumor, they started rumors about me being in addiction therapy. It was weird. It was a weird time, and again, I don't fault anyone for this at this point anymore. I'm so moved on from it. I still love these people very dearly. Like, with everything in me, I could never not love them. We might not see eye to eye on things, but I still love them. Like, you know, there's not one person from my past, even as far back as I can remember, like, elementary school, there's not one person in my past that I feel malicious to at all, or I feel hatred towards ever. Like, honestly, the only person that I genuinely, like, get mad about and get upset about is me. You know, I think about it, I'm like, why did you not leave that friendship sooner? Like, I'm like, you were being treated like shit. Why didn't you leave sooner? Like, you were putting yourself in these awful situations. Why'd you do that? Like, and it also was like, I was insecure. I was getting attention, male attention, like, even though it was with substances, like, I was still getting attention, and that's huge at that age, like, you know, and I was doing cool things, and I was rebelling against my parents, you know, like, just the rebellious phase. But the thing is, when people, a lot of the time, like, people look at these kids, were literally children, by the way, like, these kids doing these horrible, awful rebellious things, and the first thing that we do is we just jump and automatically want to judge them and just want to, like, tear them down, when in reality we should be asking, like, why are these broken people, like, broken? That's, like, that is what I was broken, and I was hurting, and that's why I was doing that shit, because I didn't care. And that is pretty much, people always have a reason, like, they're hurting in some way, so instead of judging them, why don't we just love that? Like, you know, and I know this is preachy again. I feel like every video I do is preachy. Sorry. But, yeah, I don't know. And on top of that, figuring yourself out on who you are, I still struggle with that. Like, you know, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my future. Still don't. Well, I kind of do. I guess I do. Yeah, but, you know, like, we're all, like, figuring out where we belong, figuring out, like, sexuality. We'll talk about that later.
And, if I even want to. Sexuality is a weird one to talk about. But, yeah. Actually, I am going to make a video about sexuality. Fuck it.
And friends. Everyone is so fake at that age. And not, like, again, I'm sure people probably thought I was me. Like, I don't know. I wasn't, like I said, I want to be straight up with you guys. Flat up. I want to be flat up with you guys, okay? I want to level with you guys right off the bat that I was not a good person. Again, I never like bullied anyone. But like I wasn't good. Like I was fake, but I was probably what you would call a mean girl.
I wanted to clarify mean girl a little bit better. I don't know if I definitely would not say mean girl. I just think that I fell into the trap of like the toxic gossip train. All aboard the toxic gossip train. Anyway, I don't know. I wanted to clarify that a little bit better. I was not really a mean girl. I just wasn't. The tone in which I talk makes me sound like a fucking cunt.
I wasn't nice, okay? And like I said, I think about it and I just want to cry. And so when people nowadays tell me that I am a good person and that, you know, and I do believe I'm a good person at my core, but when people tell me these things, it's really, really, really hard for me to believe them because the guilt and shame just like comes in. And one thing that me and my life coach have been working on that I'm going to talk about because I just want to help you guys and like what I want to end this whole thing on because this has not been fun. Just, you know, I often like think about it and I go down this like shame spiral and I just beat myself up and it's like, what is wrong with you? Why would you do that? I actually know why I did all of that. It was insecurity and being purely hurt. Does it excuse it? No, I am not excusing my actions at all. I can also confidently say I'm actually kind of proud of myself because I got out of that. I picked myself up by the belt loops and then I told my mom I need to start going to therapy. And bless her heart, she got me a therapist. I'm so lucky that I had a mom that like did that for me. But I do want to say I am proud of myself because I'm not like that anymore. And I can confidently say that. I can look at you in the eye and confidently say that is not who I am anymore. I am not mean. I am not malicious. I don't do awful things anymore. I don't put my life or anyone else's life in jeopardy. I'm so lucky that I got away unscathed, not pregnant, and not STDs. And also, I didn't hurt anybody. Like, you know, well, there was some emotional turmoil, sure, but not physically. If anyone sees this from my past, I would like to formally apologize that I was kind of the worst, you know? But the thing is, another thing that I have to remember and that we should all remember is like everyone at that age is kind of the worst. That is a tricky age, man. Again, I don't want to excuse my behavior for all the stupid shit I did and said. Because it was bad, it was awful, it was bad. It was just terrible. I'm not excusing it. It was not okay. I will never, ever, ever do any of it again or say anything. Like, I am not like that anymore. I have been going to therapy for years now.
One thing that I did want to clarify and clear one thing up is the fact that I know that I'm talking about this like I have it all figured out. I don't. Please don't get it twisted. Also, please don't expect me to have all the answers about things. I'm 19. I need to clarify that. And, but one thing I also did want to say, just to end everything off, is something that I've realized over the past year is that everyone is doing the best that they know how with the circumstances they've been given. Therapy. But yeah, that's been a game changer, and that's why I just want to preach. Like, I know it's cliche, but I do want to preach being nice because everyone is doing the best that they know how, and yeah, let's just all work on ourselves this new year because we're all fucked in the head.
If you take away anything from this video, please know that you can change. You are not your past mistakes. Believe me, you are not. And like, again, cliche as fuck, but like your past experiences, they make you who you are today. Everything that's happened to me, everything that I was, is the reason I am healing now and the reason I am able to be the type of person that I am now. Because of all that. I can look at that and be like, that is not me. I don't ever want to be like that again, but I can learn from that and I can grow from that, and that's something right there. And I have healed so much. There's still a lot to go, sure, but I have come a long way, and I am not the person that I was, thank God. At my core, I've always been a good person. I just lost that for a second, and I lost a lot, and now I feel like I'm finally getting that back, and that's amazing, and that's cool. So just know that there is always hope for you. Always, 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 always. I'm here for you on this journey. I just want to be here for everybody on this journey because I'm on it as well, and I want to do it together. Like, why would we do it alone? But I also think that if we could just forgive a little bit more and not cancel everybody all the time, like, Jesus. I get it. You have to cancel people sometimes. I understand that. But, like, our society's crazy right now. But just have a little bit more kindness and compassion because, A, you never know why people are doing what they're doing. but also just kindness and compassion for yourself. You deserve to be treated good. You deserve to have a good life. You deserve to heal from your past shit. And you deserve to, you know, be forgiven. And like, because you should be allowed to fuck up and still be a good person and still have a good life. That's what I've learned. So, shame and guilt are hard to deal with. It's something that I'm always going to deal with. But I am proud to say that, you know, I am thankful. There's a lot of experiences I wish I would have done without, but I am thankful for majority of them because, again, they made me who I am, and I feel like I learned all of these lessons very young, which I'm lucky about. I mean, I'm only 19, and like I am trying so hard. I am trying so hard to be a good person and make up for my past mistakes. So yeah, you can too. Just know that it's okay. You can fuck up and still be a good person. You are not your past. You can always change. Tomorrow's always a new day. On that note, ha 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 ha. I hope everyone's doing good. And I'm sending you love and peace. Me and fucking Zelda over here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, have a good day, you guys. It's always so good to talk to you. I like experiencing this with you, so we should keep doing it. It's kind of fun, isn't it? This was fun. We should do it again sometime. Okay. Bye, bitches.